Alright everybody, I'm going to be honest, this is probably going to be one of the saddest videos that I've ever done. As y'all may have known, especially people that's been on my channel for a little while, this is a car that's really dear to me. It was actually going to be my dad's very last race car. I've been working on it since roughly the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. And you can see here the car is really kind of tore up. So I want to tell everybody kind of a little bit what's going on. Sorry I haven't done an update on the El Camino. When I got hit, I ended up having a concussion. My neck, my back's been real messed up. And I'll kind of show you how bad the car is. So really quickly, last Friday evening on the way back from my car show, I ended up having a guy, keep in mind this is a green light, so you're going green both ways, and he ends up pulling out left, and I'm rolling around 38-40 mile an hour, and he pulls right into the front of my car and he hits my car. So unfortunately, as you can tell, he's done a pretty extensive amount of damage. Unfortunately, he was in a company truck and didn't have a license, unfortunately. So I'm still working with Haggerty as of right now to try to figure out what is going to work out with this. The saddest part about this, I didn't realize until last week, is I've had a title to the car the entire time, but I didn't realize it was an in-op title. So all last week, coming up on that Friday, that Monday, I went and I've been trying to get an inspector to come out and look at the car, see that it's operable. I ended up getting tags on the car Thursday, I think around noon. I ended up driving the car, and once again Friday night at around 7 o'clock is when the guy pulled out in front of me and hit me head on in the car. So as y'all know, there's a lot of new old stock stuff on the car. There's new old stock inner fenders. I mean, to the point where I didn't even pull. You might be able to see this, you may not. You're not going to be able. There's NOS stickers still on the inner fenders. The driver's, even the passenger side is hit so hard. Keep in mind that hood was straight. See if it goes down. I mean, it's off over an inch that the car's pushed this way. I don't know. I've put quite a bit of coverage with Haggerty on the car, so I don't think it's going to total it. At least I hope not. No matter what, I will rebuild this car. There's no way around it. Things you'll notice is kind of hard to see. This is set in the small block mount location. That is supposed to be in the center. On regular big blocks that use big block mount location, it's slightly over. I intentionally ran that because I run a manual steering box, so it sits everything in the center of the car. And it actually, if I'm not mistaken, sets it slightly more back. You can't get to the head, bolts into the bell housing. The radiator support is destroyed. The radiator's been all up. Look how close it is to the water pump. The inner fender here is completely destroyed. The one I base cleared did all that work too. So once again, the motor's not only this way, is it slightly crooked, like moved over, you can actually see it. The engine is also slightly tilted up, so the subframe is definitely bent on the car. So the valance, upper, lower, brand. The saddest part about it is almost everything on this car is brand new, and it's just so tore up. It did the damage. It hit the car so hard, it pushed the doors back. I cannot open either door, so I had to crawl out of the window. I'm just completely sick with what's happened to the car. The front fender was pushed so far back that you couldn't turn the tire. The guy with the rollback, just to help me get it off, took his winch and pulled the fender forward enough that I could move the tire enough to get it here in the shop. So we're probably talking a whole front clip, and most likely going to have to paint the whole car to really, I don't know, most of y'all probably aren't aware that yellow is one heck of a hard color to color match and make it look really good. And at this point, the doors have got to be, it's not if, I mean, you got chips all here. I mean, it's even I have no idea how it did that. Even popped the paint underneath it as it pushed the whole hood and everything back. I'm absolutely sick. I got to drive it 2 days. I got all the guts in for the steering wheel. It's going to be kind of hard to notice, but I think when I hit it so hard, I can't tell if my head hit it there. There's some bubbles and wrinkle in here where I think it either stretched the steering wheel. Because once again, they claim he was rolling 10 mile an hour, 10 or 15, and I was rolling, once again, somewhere around 38 or so. Now I'm just, thank goodness no one else hit me in the back of the car. But it's going to be pretty extensive to fix this. And once again, this was going to be my dad's last race car. There's nothing in the world that's ever going to stop me. But I'll be honest, it pulls on my heartstrings pretty bad to do this much damage to the car. And once again, you can even see it. You look at the whole body panel is literally bowed out this way. I'll show you a couple other things, and there's a slight chance I'll even send this to the adjuster so they can see it. Even the body bushings underneath, you're not going to be able to see it. Up here, body bushings, they've moved and keep my noser torque down to whatever the factory spec is. I put brand new bushings in it when I put the car together. I'm just absolutely sick. I don't think the motor's hurting anyway. It started right up. But this is going to be a extensive... The thing I can't tell is if there's any wrinkle or damage in the firewall. I've seen sometimes right there on the firewall when you get hit, it'll literally push this back. Because I don't think I used shims on either side because it didn't need it, to be honest with you. And then you'll see over here, I'll go through it. That's how hard, this is the passenger side. That's how hard he hit me. Yeah, I don't see any behind. You see yellow paint chipped all off where the hood was jolstered around. And then once again, either door, I literally had to crawl out of it. Unfortunately, with somebody, you can even see where I had my handprints on the car. I literally sat here on the reveal molding and just set my head down. Honestly, I just wanted to cry. I feel so sad that, you know, some of the stuff that was my dad that I unfortunately wasn't even able to protect. Like I said, I'll figure out a way. We'll get it fixed. So you will see some videos on this as I kind of document the progress. And I am also planning to let you know how it is like to deal with a lot of these companies, good or bad. I think it's a fair thing to do because in case you have an older car, a lot of people don't realize when you deal with these type cars, it's more than just a hobby. I mean, this is a way of life. This is one of the last things that I have of my dad, and it's very important to me, and I want to make sure that people understand that it does not matter how pretty the paint is on a car when you could have someone else that could damage it and mess it all up. So, once again, stay with me on this one. I'll let you know, too, what the adjuster gets back. The police department saying that there's an informal redacted report that's available now, but the formal report is probably going to take a while. Somewhere between 5 to 7 days. I don't know if they're available to get it. I don't know if it's available at the same time. I'm waiting on Haggerty to get it. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. And thank you for all your support.